Hi Leo, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your August 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification. Now before we dive in, let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from your body like storm clouds. Feeling yourself become centered, at peace, embracing your breath, your desire, your serenity, fully connecting with your soul and yourself. All right, let's see here now what the tarot has to say. And I just have to thank you guys so very much. This is my first ever Baba Studio deck. It is absolutely amazing. I am so glad to be able to share it with you all. And if it wasn't for your generous donations, it would never have happened. So thank you all. It's very exciting. Let's see here. Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020. 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 Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic, and one bonus card. That's lovely. Now let's see what your chakra cards have to say. Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020. Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Fantastic. So we have here psychic development. You're going to be very intuitively inclined during this time, very connected. And it can be something that you find overwhelming. Your third eye is opening and you're being guided forward. Now, if this is too overwhelming for you, then talk to your angels, talk to your spirit guides, step back, connect with yourself, and say, you know what, I can only take in a little bit at a time. And that is completely reasonable. You might be afraid that if you don't take everything all at once, it'll disappear. I can assure you it won't. It will come slowly and steadily if that's what you need it to. Because if you take on psychic development all at once, it can become, just as I lost my words there, it can become overwhelming. It can become very intense. It can become just too much. And it could be too much for you at the time. So here, it's knowing that your third eye is opening, knowing that you are absolutely connecting with your angels and your spirit guides. And as you connect, you're moving forward in an intuitive and in a powerful way that brings you towards a future that, yes, you have been envisioning, but it also brings you towards a path and a beauty of you that you might have thought was never going to be yours. And then we have forgiveness. Now, forgiveness is really big. Forgiveness of others, yes, that's important. But here I see it as a forgiveness of self. Forgiveness for not living up to expectations of yourself or of others, of negativity spoken over you and you being impacted by it, hurt, pain, disappointment, turning left when we should have turned right. There's a whole myriad of things we need to forgive ourselves for. And it's every single person. We carry around our baggage. And we sit there and we think, I'm not good enough. Or we sit there and we think one day they'll realize that I'm a fake, a fraud. I'll never be able to live up to others' expectations or even my own expectations. And the forgiveness of that pressure that you're putting on yourself, the forgiveness of the pain that you're carrying around, the forgiveness is what sets you free. It's what empowers you and emboldens you. And it's what makes your heart light. Because yes, life is unfair. Yes, you have been hurt and disappointed and just taken advantage of at times. But to forgive, to move forward, to sit there and say, I know who I was, and I know who I want to be, but I also know who I am today. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with me. So many people, they aren't okay with them. They feel like imposters in this world. They feel like if people knew the true them, they would be just overwhelmed. Spirit is saying repulsed, but I feel like that's a very harsh word. But for some, you could be feeling that way. It's forgiveness. It's knowing your heart, your soul, yourself, and that everybody is broken. And we are all trying to mend. Life purpose. This leads you to your life purpose, to ascending the stairs, to embracing your light, your joy, yourself. This leads you to the purpose of why you're here on this earth. Now, this is not the solar plexus, this is the third chakra. But I do see why Spirit is showing me the solar plexus is because the light, is that radiance, that golden in the solar plexus. And so you're going to be feeling a lot of things in your gut. And you're going to need to speak your truth during this time to move towards your purpose, your passion, your power, what you desire. So you have here the third eye opening. You have your heart chakra just opened and wanting you to be in love with your life as you move towards your life purpose, as you speak your reality into existence. And it's a powerful thing for you because you might sit there and say, Dane, I don't know. Oh, goodness. I don't know my life purpose. I don't know how I want to move forward. I have so many more questions than I ever do answers. And you know what? That's a really good thing. To be able to ask the questions, to be able to, look at things kind of objectively and to say, excuse me, and to say, this is where I want to be. Yeah, you're going to get caught. You're going to find a catch in your throat. You're going to find a resistance that is sitting there and saying, oh no, you can't do this. You can't move forward this way. Why? Because you're getting to something bigger. You're getting to something more. Now the left-hand side right here, this is your inner self. The middle is your heart, your emotional self. And the right-hand side is your public self. And then, of course, you have your bonus card. So let's see here. We have the Hangman. You don't see things the same way as everyone else. It leads to the Tower. It leads to a change. That divinity is pushing on you. It's like ready or not, here it comes. It brings you to the Chariot, which is a Cancer energy, a time frame of June 21st to July 22nd. This is also going to be very intense energy for those of you born on the cusp, okay, at the very beginning of the Leo time frame. But this is also a sense here, a passionate power of the heart, moving you forward. And then we have the Three of Swords. This is heartbreak, pain, disappointment. This is looking at our despairs and sitting there and saying, well, that really does define me quite well. And the fact of the matter is, it doesn't. It's not how our hearts get broken that defines us. It's how we mend them. It's how we keep on going. And that is something brilliant that you have here, Leo, for you. It moves you to your emotional self, which is the magician. Of course, you can create and cultivate exactly what you want. Be very mindful of what you're focusing on, as above, so below. As you believe it, so it becomes. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Prosperity and bounty at your roots. We have the Devil right here, which is a Capricorn energy, so strong Capricorn presence. This is December 22nd to January 19th. And you have Temperance, which is a Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st. You have a lot of major arcana cards here, and this is saying that this is going to be an intense time. It just is. In your public arena, we have Justice. This is a Libra energy, September 23rd to October 22nd, followed by the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, something from the past, and a karmic debt coming up that is being paid. And it leads you to the Ten of Cups. It leads you to they all live happily ever after. And then we have the Hermit, Virgo energy right here, a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. You're going to be much more into your world, yourself, right now. And that's not a bad thing. You're going to think a little bit that it's bad, I should be out there more, or, things like that here, Leo, are doing or connecting. But first of all, the state of the world, the state that the world is in, it makes it harder. But also, it's a sense of this is a time to focus on you, what you want, what you desire, the way that you're moving forward. And now let's see the people you need to be mindful of. Not mindful of, the people who will aid you during this time. Who are the people who will aid Leo? August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Fantastic. 4. So that's beautiful. We have here Sir Nunus. So you have the Capricorn energy coming through with the Devil card, and Sir Nunus is the Devil in the Druid Craft deck, which is the deck that I'm using here. And this is, of course, a time frame December 22nd to January 19th. This is somebody who is a little bit ambivalent to things. This is a person who does aid you, yes. Now, this person you can find inspiration from or, knowledge from in a way that is astoundingly surprising. This doesn't mean that you have to know these people in the aid or in the hindrance. These are, or to be mindful of, these are people who you could read their work. You could listen to them on YouTube. You could listen to them on a podcast. You could do all these things, all these different ways that their information can come to you. It inspires. It leads you forward. And this is a person who's very down to earth. This is a person who slightly embraces the chaos of life or slightly tries to control the chaos of life. It can go either way with this person. Or they embrace the chaos. In some ways, things just happen, and they embrace the kind of like controlling, let's have a plan for everything type of way. And this is a person who looks over the blessings of others. This is a person who looks over this sense of kind of blissful satiation here, and who helps people see the path that they want to walk, see the way that they want to move forward, but they're a bit detached from it. So it's not going to be like, that this is a huge, this is huge for them. Like they have a huge stake in it. They could be somebody that you're talking to. They could be like a guru or somebody that you listen to who has this sense of watching over. And the Devil card here, it does remind us of addictions. But here I'm really seeing it as somebody who says, well, why are you walking down that path? Why are you letting this define you? Why are you moving this way? And it becomes more of a stabilizing and settling atmosphere. It then moves you to the Queen of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is somebody who you're going to find very aloof at times. This is somebody whose words, whose actions you might sit there and think, oh wow, they're a little bit stuck up, but they're connected in such a different way, such a profound way, that it really is intensely beautiful once you realize it. Because there is an air to them that, they are air sign energies, that they're focused on something more. It can seem that they're distracted. It's because they are focused on a greater truth, of a greater reasoning. And this is something that's going to cut through your doubts and fears, help you move forward. This is the warrior queen. So this is a queen who definitely knows, the way that she wants to move forward, what she desires. And this is a person who is astoundingly inspirational to you. The way that they speak, the way that they, convey knowledge, bring insight, but also there is this sense here that you really are connecting to people who can kind of be a little bit detached. And I'm not saying this in a way of being like emotionally stunted. I'm saying this in a way of people who can kind of step back from situations and not get involved in all, not be involved, but not be a part of the messiness of the world. Sit there and say, yes, I know things happen. There's an ebb and there's a flow, and I will not drive myself crazy over it. And that is something that's actually very nice. And then you have the Princess of Pentacles. This is a more youthful energy, okay, a younger energy. This is somebody who is thinking, who is learning, who is looking at the prosperity that they are planting, what they desire to create and cultivate, and is seeing new roads and new avenues. And this is a person who can be very inspiring to you because they're taking this different path. Or this can be a person who sits there and says, well, why do you have to do it this way? Why don't we look at it that way? Why don't we break the barriers? And this is somebody who digs deep and who takes great care in the seeds that they plant, takes great care in the energy that they convey. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles, who pairs beautifully with the Princess. He is a defender, most definitely. This is also a person who moves slowly and steadily. This is a person who, looks at what they desire and slowly and steadily moves towards their goals. So this is a person who's not in it for the fame and the glory. This is a person who's in it for the long haul, who's looking at the bigger picture, who's sitting there and saying, well, how? How do we, embrace this? How do we move forward this way? How do we, succeed? And succeed not just for the short term, but succeed for the long term. And that's going to be someone who really does inspire you during this time and aid you in seeing how you can slowly and steadily build that prosperity, build that bounty into your life. Then we have the Hangman. The Hangman, you don't see things the same way that everybody else does. And that's perfectly okay. And you're going to feel at times with the psychic development, with the desire for forgiveness as you move towards your life purpose, you're going to feel like you should. You're going to feel like you should be more like everybody else. But why? Why? Don't fit in. Embrace your differences. Embrace what you desire. Look at what makes you happy. And when you see the rest of the world, are they truly happy? Are they truly moving forward in their beauty, in their bliss, in their joy? Some of them, yes. But a lot of them, no, not even close. So because you are taking a different approach, because you see things differently, does it mean that it's bad? No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means that you are freeing yourself, that you are moving forward. And as you do, and because you see things differently, the change that comes with the Tower, it can impact you differently than it would others. So with the Tower, this is a change that God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is thrusting upon you. This is like, okay, it's time to change. It's time to get out of your comfort zone. It is time to move forward. And that's just that. And yes, at times it feels like your prosperity, your bliss, your joy is being taken away. Is it? No. It's changing. It's changing. And what has crumbled before will grow now. This is warning you, not warning you. This is taking down rigidity. This is pushing us out of our comfort zones. This is moving us out of our little bubbles. And it doesn't have to be in a way where, you're traveling to far off lands. It can very well be in a way of you seeing things differently than you were before. You now having a different mindset. You were emotionally pushed out of your comfort zone. You emotionally start to see things differently, start to understand things more truthfully, more honestly. And here with the Tower, yes, things change. Yes, things change. Because things were never meant to stay the same forever and ever. Now, a Tower time can also be a very traumatic time. Because a Tower time can be where what we knew falls away. And we're left looking at the ashes of things, looking at the wreckage as it falls or as the smoke clears. And we say, what now? Now that does happen, yes. And it can definitely be happening. But don't sit there and think, oh my gosh, this is a curse that I deserved. It's not. It's not at all. The Tower is not a bad thing. The Tower is taking your life on a direction that maybe you never thought you could walk down. Maybe you never thought it could be part of you. And yes, it sunk one ship. It ruined one way of moving forward. But it didn't ruin all the ways. And it didn't take from you what was really important. And that is your tenacity, your connection with divinity. And you might sit there and say, Dane, those can't pay the bills. That isn't what's going to help me now. And I do understand that. But there is a change here that's moving you towards something greater, something more. And that is pushing you in a direction that really is quite beautiful. And it moves you to the Chariot. And the Chariot is the Cancer energy, yes. But it is also the passion of your heart. Right now, nobody can tell you how to love. The game has changed. Your passion moves you forward. Your heart brings you your desire. You're looking at what it is that you want and where it is that you want to be. And you move forward with determination, dedication, this sense of, I know. Even if you don't, even if you're sitting there and saying, but Dane, I don't know. That is perfectly okay. There's a part of you, there's a part of your heart that knows the way that you want to move forward. And it's not moving backwards. It is moving towards what you desire, what you want, and where you need to be. And as you do so, you move forward to you. You move to your grace, to your glory, and to your understanding. There's a braveness to you too. Charioteers were the NASCAR drivers of their times as they raced around the Colosseums. They were also the main the tanks when it came to warfare in the ancient world. They were heavy hitters and they took things seriously. So yes, there is a serenity when it comes to love. Yes, there is a beauty and a calmness. But when it comes to the Cancer energy here with the Chariot, there is a power, there is a force, there is a determination. And this is something that you might not have expected, but takes your breath away in a beautiful and profound way that moves you to look at the heartbreaks, the pains, the disappointments that you have been through and saying, no more. No more am I being defined by my hurts. No more am I being defined by my devastations. I see them for what they are, part of my Tower time, part of a time of change, where I no longer see things the same way as everybody else. And that's fine. And because I have this difference moving me forward, I have this dedication guiding me, I have this understanding being a part of me, and I move forward in it. The thing is that we all have heartbreaks and pains. But the thing is that we don't like to share them. And we don't need to share them with anybody else but ourselves. Sometimes, yes, you do need to. You do need to unburden yourself to a professional or, that friend that you can always really talk to. Sometimes it can be starting an angel journal and writing it out. Or talking to your angels and being like, why did this have to happen? Why? Why is this a part of my story? And it doesn't seem like anybody else has the same hurts, pains, and disappointments that I do. It's because you are unique. It is because there is a power to your tale that will set you apart and that will move you in a very interesting, very intense direction. It's because our hearts get broken. And it's not what breaks our hearts that matters. It's how we put our hearts back together, how we move forward. Because there's a balance to you that's coming in. And it moves you to the Magician. And it's like, as you see that pain, as you note this change, and as you simply know that you are not like anybody else, you embrace your power. You embrace your passion. You embrace your desire. You look at things, and as above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes. What you focus on is what this energy goes to, and it manifests. So if you're focusing on the hurts, the pains, the disappointments, the anguish, the despair, the fear, it comes more. If you focus on your power, your love, your beauty, your sense of determination, your laser focus, your lion strength, okay? If you focus on that, it comes more. And the magician moves you forward. The magician shows you that you are embracing what you desire, what you want, what you love, saying you have this power to you, and this power is a part of you. It ignites your soul. It moves you forward. And you see elementally everything kind of coming together. Everything that you've been looking at, everything that you've been looking for, coming together with knowledge and with wisdom, with passion and creativity, with this divine sense of intuition and knowledge. It comes forward as you plant your seeds, as you root yourself in your desires, and it moves you to the Queen of Pentacles. This is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and you have it followed by a Capricorn, so very strong Capricorn presence here. And also we have Virgo, so yeah, leaning much more towards a Capricorn and maybe a Virgo here. Can also be a Taurus. But this is somebody whose roots go deep. When it comes to your heart, the seeds that you are planting, the passion that you want, the way that you want to move forward, you're being very, very serious. You have your magic coming forward. You have your sense of creativity, sense of, inspiration, sense of self, and it moves you to prosperity. It moves you to bounty. It moves you to looking at what you truly desire, what you truly want, and saying, yeah, I can have this. I can grow this. I can nurture this. It is a part of me, and it can always be a part of me. And so you're nurturing something greater here. You're embracing something more. And it leads you to the Devil card. And the Devil card is very interesting. And I love how, yes, it looks like a vampire right here. But it is a sense also that the devil might not seem so outwardly terrifying, until you get to know them. But the devil is also warning us against our addictions. It's not just drugs and alcohol and gambling and, sex and food and shopping. And yes, you can classify addictions more to the line of drugs and alcohol and gambling, most definitely. But it's everything else that we do that takes away from the quality of our beings and ourselves. So it is being a people pleaser. It is, putting everybody else's needs above your own. It's saying, oh, I can do that, I can do that, I can do that, until your body gives out, until you just collapse with exhaustion. And the devil is here saying that as you look at the way that you move forward, as you look at what snares you in this world, don't be held back. Don't hold yourself back to what other people think. Look at what you desire from life and look at why you desire it and then why you're trying to escape it. And face it. Face it with honesty and openness, because it's connecting here with the Three of Swords, with the sense of heartbreak and with pain. And it's not saying to fall into addictions at all, but it's saying why. Why? Because you're setting yourself free. You're moving forward in a passionate understanding that is part of you, that guides you. And as you do, it brings forward balance. It brings forward greater wisdom. It brings forward a filling of your cups, a sense of your knowledge, a sense of what you desire. And it's very much a part of you. And as this moves you forward, this Sagittarius energy, November 22nd to December 21st, okay, Sagittarius goes right into Capricorn. So it's like this eternal prosperity comes, this balance, this sense of filling your cups with your wisdom, your knowledge, embracing your understanding, standing deeply in the waters of your truth. And then it asks you here, what holds you from living there forever? What holds you from the harmony of temperance, from the power of balance, and why? And as you see this, and as you say this, you see yourself, kind of opening up a door that was shut. Spirit is showing me kind of like a cellar being opened. And it's kind of like I haven't walked down there before for a long time. And now I am. And I'm looking at things that lead me to a forgiveness of myself, a forgiveness of what cannot be changed, a forgiveness of others. And the forgiveness of others is not that we're going to break bread and be best friends. It's that you don't get to haunt my life anymore. You don't get to be that vampire that sucks away my joy, my happiness, my success. And as you see this, as this balances you, you move forward in justice. You see, you'll have this justice mentality when it comes to the public arena. It's like, is this fair? Is this just? Is this right? And you're going to find that people seek you out because of it. There's this sense of power to you. There's this sense of profound understanding. And there's a sense of you cutting through the doubts and the fears and seeing what is truly needed, seeing how you truly want to move forward. And as you do so, you see yourself becoming more. You see yourself embracing the justice, the ideas, the understanding, the harmony of what you desire. And this is moving you forward to your truth, to the bigger picture. This is moving you forward to the place that you really want to be. And as this moves you, you see yourself moving now to the Six of Cups. And that's from the past. What has made you doubt? What made you look at things and sit there and say, this hurt, I get to carry around forever and ever. And as you are releasing this hurt, as you are moving past it, you find yourself moving forward. And you find yourself embracing your freedom, embracing your understanding, and embracing your truth. And this is you looking at things and saying, yes, it hurt me in the past. And yes, this was overwhelming, but this does not get to dictate my whole entire life. It does not get to define me in that way. Yes, it is a defining moment, but it's not what my mind goes back to all the time. And as you see this, you now embrace your power. You now embrace your understanding. Things fall apart to move you forward in prosperity, that have you saying, it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new truth. And it moves you to the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is, yes, it's karmic. This is something you have faced before. Now, this could be in a past life. This could be inherited through your DNA line. They have shown that, the traumas from our ancestral line can be inherited. All right? And so here, or can change the way that we react to things. And so here, you're looking at what you desire and what you want. You're looking at a battle that you have won. And you're not apologizing for it. You're not sitting there and saying, oh, I'm so sorry that I moved forward this way. I'm so sorry that I stood my ground and stood for myself. You're saying, this is my truth. This is who I am. And this is who I need to be. And as you move forward in this passionate power, as you move forward in this understanding, you see that a weight that was around you is lifted. A pain that once defined you is no longer there. You were freed because of it. And as you move forward in that freedom, you start to embrace your happily ever after, your happy family, your joy, your beauty, your peace, your understanding. You start to embrace you. And as you embrace you, as you embrace, and they all live happily ever after, as you embrace the joy that you want, the passion that you want, the completion of an emotional cycle, you see your truth so much more. And you see yourself so much more. And it's like, finally I am there. And it moves you to the hermit. It moves you to turning inward, protecting your gold, your hoard, protecting what is so priceless to you. And here, it's love, it's joy, it's peace, it's harmony. People look at you, Leo, or look at Leos and say, oh, well, it's about money and the wind and, all of this. It's not. It's about the love. It's about the connection. It's about the power of your heart. It's about being there when you say you are. And it's about standing tall and firm in your convictions. And that is beautiful. So let's go deeper. Leo. Show me more deeply for Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. Angels, angels, and spirit guides. Before I turn these over, let's see the people that you have to be mindful of during this time. Who are the people that Leo has to be mindful of? August 16th to 31st, 2020, Leo. Who are the people that Leo has to be mindful of? August 16th to 31st, 2020, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, goodness. And show me clearly. 3, fantastic. So we have the Princess of Cups. This is somebody who's too emotional. I just see this really, Spirit just showed me a teenage girl. So it is somebody who's too emotional, who has a lot of dramas going on, and is just astoundingly intense with their emotions and can pull you in so easily, Leo. And there's a part of you that's going to really like the drama. Yeah, it's going to think like, wow, I'm just going to sit back and watch this, because I'm a little bit curious how it plays out. But they are going to be affecting you more than you realize. So just be mindful. Just be mindful of that. Yeah, very kind of high school drama, going on. And then we have the Princess of Swords. This is somebody who, has that youthful energy to them too. This is somebody very to the point, very kind of not minding their words, just very cutting to the point, says what they think. Yeah, and thinks that they have the authority behind them to say it. But the real sentiment is going to be like, well, who the heck are you? Who the heck are you to sit there and say this? To move forward this way. It's somebody without a lot of tact. And that's going to be somebody who is, just very blunt and very, very learning. But, it's just going to be somebody who says things. And, because we have it here, with the King of Swords, where these are people. Now, this is going to be a younger person, most likely a female or somebody with a very feminine energy. And then we have the King of Swords. This is the Warrior King. And they're just going to be blunt. And it doesn't mean that they necessarily think that they're being rude or that they see themselves as rude. They're like, well, it has to be said. And you're seriously going to sit there and be like, well, who the heck are you to say this? These are going to be people who are very logical, very to the point, or who look at things through their logic and just don't give credence to anybody else's. So, yeah. All right. So yes, just be mindful of that, because you can be really, really offended by this person or by these people right here. And I do see it's almost like it's one person. It really is almost like it's one person, and they go from being kind of immature to being mature and and biting, but they keep that bitingness. And at times you're just like, I don't even know where you're coming from. I don't know why you're, bringing all this up, or why you're, handling things this way. And so, And so you need to just step away from this person, because they're not going to see it. And I can see you guys getting into a really big fight and words being said that neither of you want to say, and that can't be taken back. All right? So just be mindful of that. King of Cups, water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Ace of Clubs, a gift just for you. The Four of Cups, divinity handing you a blessing. This is beautiful. Again, you have the Ten of Cups. Here it is above your heart. Here you had it in the, public arena. So that's gorgeous. You have the Magician. So you are most definitely taking this gift of passion and creativity. The Eight of Coins, hard work, dedication. The Six of Coins, there needs to be an equal give and take. Judgment, a rising up, a resurrection. And the Page of Cups, learning. You're learning. But in your personal arena, in yourself, you are the king. You know. You have this depth of heart, this depth of emotion. And it can be here that you're to share that emotion. You're to share what you're feeling, what you're seeing. And that's not going to be something that you're going to really want to do right away. But it is something that's going to be very powerful for you. So with the King of Cups, there is this sense of being the ruler of your kingdom, being the ruler of yourself. Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a king sitting on a stone, on a throne in the middle of the ocean. And it's implied, yes, that he is the king of the kingdom behind him. But it's not known. And so when you look at him, he's a king of that island. And we are all kings of our islands, of ourselves. And we cannot control as much as we would like to. We cannot control or make other people do what we want them to do. Move in the way that we want them to move. And so with the King of Cups, it is being the best ruler of your kingdom. And it's ruling it with dignity, with pride, with success, and with determination. And it moves you here to blessings coming forward because you are so focused. This is why you have this Hermit card right here. You are so focused on your passion, on your power, on the brilliance of the light that radiates from you. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands you a gift of creativity, of insights, of understanding, of passion, of what you desire. This is the reason why you get out of bed in the morning, your life purpose. And you absolutely are taking it because you have the Magician right at the heart here. And so as you take this, you sit back and emotionally you're looking at things and you know what you know, all right? But the blessings come in of what you hadn't expected. So this cup here that comes from divinity is not what you had expected. So you might sit there and think, oh, well, the blessing's going to come this way. Or, oh, I'm going to move forward this way. And you're completely blown away. You're completely blown away by the development. You just have to take it. You have to have that faith in yourself. Meaning, don't think that you're an imposter. Don't think, wow, people are going to see through me. I don't know as much as I should, or, I'm not as successful as everybody else. Here's the thing. Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks that. And the great joke of this world is that we want everybody to think, oh, you're unique in the way that you think that. Now, the why you think that, because of the heartbreak here, because of the Six of Cups here, right? That's unique to you. Your stories are unique to you. Your heartbreaks, your pains, your disappointments, your fears, the negativity that was spoken over you, the trauma that you have went through. That is your story, and that gives you a very unique insight. But the world wants us to think that everybody else really has their stuff together. Yes, you're allowed to say, oh, I was scared here, oh, I had, these doubts there. But it's to show that you've overcome them. It's to show that they're not, holding you back anymore. Here, it's taking a blessing that pushes you out of a comfort zone, that opens up a door. And don't sit there and think, oh no, I can't, because I'm not worthy of it. I don't get to have my life purpose met because it's not a big flashy thing. It might be being a very kind, nurturing, loving person. My goodness, if we had more people embracing that life purpose, could you imagine how good our world would be? Instead of the chaos it is in right now? The Ten of Cups, and they all live happily ever after. Love, joy, peace, serenity, success. It is moving forward in that power, in that blessing. It is moving forward in that truth. And your heart is saying, this is what I want. And it doesn't mean that you have to have a mansion. And it doesn't mean that you have to have the fanciest car on the lot. It means that you have to have what makes you happy, what makes you feel content and secure within your life, within yourself. And that's what you look at. That's what you move towards. It's a completion of a cycle emotionally, right? There is something that is coming to the end, that opens up a door, that brings forth a beautiful, loving beginning, a beautiful, loving time, because it's forged with knowledge, it's forged with understanding, and it leads you to being the magician of your world. As above, so below. As you think it, so it becomes. And it's over here where you have, the negativity, you have the addictions, the doubts, the fears, things that cripple us. And it's like, no. Now I embrace what I desire from life. Now I embrace who I am. And as I move forward in this passionate truth, as I move forward in this deep understanding, I move forward in the bounty that is me. And you have the repeat of the number 1. And the number 1 here is showing power and beginnings. And you have the beginning and the end. And so you have this harmony coming together of seeing the purpose of the story, of seeing the reasons why. And it moves you to working hard, because you might not see all the reasons why. You might be looking at things and saying, well, that's an interesting turn of events. That's an interesting way for things to move forward. And with the 8 of coins, you're working, you're dedicating, you're determined, you're forging, you're creating. And your hard work pays off. And that is beautiful. And it leads you in the public arena to saying things need to be balanced. I cannot have things be out of balance anymore. I cannot have people with their hands out all the time. And I cannot have people, not giving and taking the way that they should. And so here, it's not being the person to get the handouts. It's not being the person to be giving. It is finding that medium. It is saying sometimes I will need to receive and sometimes I will need to give. And I understand that. And I understand that balance. And I need the people around me to understand that too. And there's a harmony coming. There's a deeper truth coming. And as that truth comes, you rise. You rise. Your angels raise you up. You raise you up. And you find yourself embracing new heights, new understandings. You find yourself coming out of a darkness, coming out of what felt like a little box, and embracing the sun, embracing the beauty, embracing the desire of what you want. And that leads you to being a student of your heart. That leads you to being passionate about the way that you want to move forward. You're taking in wisdom. You're looking at things differently. You're embracing a desire. And as you do so, you see that the heart is not closed to you. It is opening in a profound and beautiful way. Now let's see what your spirit animal message is for this time. Leo, August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Leo. August 16th to the 31st, 2020 Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, these two. Fantastic. So we have the dragonfly spirit. This says truth transcends illusion, and it most certainly does. The truth of what you desire, the truth of the way that you're moving forward, the truth of what you want in your life transcends the illusion of this world, the illusion of what you're supposed to want, the illusion of who you're supposed to be, and you rise. Deeply connected to the spirit world, deeply connected to your angels and your spirit guides. And it moves you to the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to who you are. And embrace that love and embrace that truth as a part of you. And be loyal to it. Now let's see here your subconscious message. When it comes to your spirit animal, it is the butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. Your transformation is beautiful. And you are rising to a place that you hardly imagined ever getting to. And you're spreading your wings and you're flying towards a beautiful truth. This then leads you to your personal subconscious message, which is the Death card, which is a Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. You're a little bit more secretive than usual, Leo. You kind of keep things to yourself. You take things in. You're looking at what you desire, what you want, and how you want to move forward. And you don't need things to be seen by everyone. This is a very private time for you. It's a very powerful time for you. And it's one that levels the field, that brings, great understanding forward. This then leads you to your subconscious chakra message, which is personal power. And this is you rising up. This is your solar plexus chakra. And this is you, having this fantastic gut feel about things. And I think Spirit said that earlier. And here it is that power moving you forward, that dedication guiding you, that sense of rising in the truth. And you'll see that you are stronger than you ever imagined. And that you are more focused than you give yourself credit for. This then leads you to your subconscious tarot message, which is the Lovers. Now this is a Gemini energy, a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. This is falling in love. This is a duality of purpose and intention. This is a falling in love with life, with what you desire, with what you want. You want that passion to your existence. You want that love to be a part of you. You want it. And it comes. It does. Be open to it. Subconsciously, you are open to it, but consciously also. Let yourself know that the power of love, and it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be love for what you do. It could be the passion for life, for, getting up in the morning, moving forward. And that spark could have gone out just a little bit. You're rekindling it. You're finding it. Because you're blessed with the 10 of Cups twice, and that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now as we go deeper into your subconscious message, we have the Ace of Coins. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity, handing you a gift of bounty and blessings, abundance, seeds to be planted that will yield a beautiful harvest. And you are most definitely taking this gift. And it's the seeds of love. It's the seeds of joy in life that you are planting, that you are connecting with. All right, Leo, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Now let us end with a meditation, a clearing away once again of negative energy, a raising of our energy vibration as we move forward in confidence, security, and personal power, knowing that we are enough and that we are magnificent. Take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May peace guide you, Leo.